care about money.
Right.
I want to show the journey of perfecting the process because I know the end result. The end result obviously is money. But if that's your first thing that you're aiming for, you lost before you started.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because you're willing to take any deal or anything and settle for less because you didn't perfect the process.
Falsely thinking that it's getting you closer to whatever
Your
that
goal
end
is.
result is.
Yes. And for me, I'm like, you know, I always, and everybody has a different dollar value. I see guys, oh my God, I see guys on Instagram with fans with 20s, okay, and there's really only like $200-300, but they want to show this image that they have money.
Yeah.
See, I'm that person, like, I don't really want to show you all that. I want to show through results, and then it's gonna have to speak for itself.
Right. Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I wish when I first started business that people would have seen what I went through. I wish people would have seen my upbringing because from there I was destined to fail. But going through what I went through in business over and over and over again, they would have seen how many no's I got before I got a success. They would have seen that I sacrificed my 20s, all my 20s, and basically all my 30s to where I'm at now. They would have seen that the money wasn't really all that. And Biggie said it best. And I honestly believe that. And you see it. And you see it. The more money you get, the more problems you have.
For sure.
I mean, you have to deal with lawsuits. You have to deal with everybody asking you for things. You have to deal with all that. Those are the pressures that Instagram and social media and Facebook and all these places, don't show you.
Right.
And that's what bothers me. You don't see that these young kids having the world, okay? Having the world, but they're killing themselves. Like literally committing suicide.
Yeah.
Because now the pressures of social media is you have to maintain that lifestyle. And when you can't give them what they want, then everybody turns against you.
Yeah.
So falsifying your process, I think, is bullshit. See, what I want people to do is get in love with the process of building. When I look at things like when we started LexTalks, I'm like, you know what? I got a lot to say. But I wasn't the person that came up with this. It was Terry and James where they were like, give it to the people. And then when I looked at the first one, it got kind of a couple views and stuff like that. And then I got the second one, it's got a lot more views. I looked at the third one, it got a lot more views. It got thousands and thousands and thousands of views, and some of them are just a couple hundred.
Yeah.
But consistency is gonna outweigh everything. You have to perfect the process. So look, we gradually got better and they're progressing with us. They're watching this. So we started off LexTalks on the sofa. This sofa by the glass divider.
Yep.
Okay? Then James got new equipment. We started getting side perspectives with B-roll, I believe, in the background, right? And it started getting a lot more visual. So my audience started getting bigger because they could see the visuals, like when he said I'm from Hartford, and you can see the visuals of the Hartford in the background, and you can see those things. And then keep in mind, we live in a world where it's visual and audio. Mm-hmm. So you have to entertain all those sectors so people stay engaged, right? And then now I'm talking about the process, but I'm giving them James is giving them the visual and audio along with the story. Now it calls for engagement.
Right.
Then we gradually moved up to where now you see the backdrop. We're trying to make it more of a studio vibe and showing the growth. See what I'm saying? Like, and it's still not where we want it to be, but it's captivating. Now I'm getting a whole lot of feedback. Now I'm getting people like Gary over here, like he's telling us, like, man, I didn't know you went through all that. Right. Man, I got a different respect for you. You're starting to see that where people are now starting to bite into it because they're watching the process, but they know that you went through so much and you didn't even speak on a 30-second of what you've gone through.
Right, because so much of it is a message that people should hear.
Right.
And so it's easy, especially like we were talking about the social media world that we live in. There's, make it 30 seconds or only show this or that or whatever the case is. But I do think that sharing your message, especially as strong of a message as you have,
Yeah.
there's so many different ways of doing that, and at least allowing everyone into Lex's mind just a little bit on what about this topic, what about this topic, and so I thought that social media would be a great topic because it plays such a huge part in our world every day,
Yeah.
all the time. We wake up and we check this or we check that, or we're looking to see what the latest news is, because it's the way that we can cascade that news. So I guess that would bring me around to the point of how critical is social media for marketing and in a business aspect and growing the business.
It's everything. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to take people on a journey with me. I wanted them to see, I wish that I started early. I wish I had a James in my life early. I wish I had a Terry in my life earlier that wanted to see these things from the early stages, right? Because we would start off in my living room. Every business that I've owned, I've started off in the living room. And I wanted to show the natural law of progression. So I had my living room and my garage. Then once I outgrow that, did I have the money to buy an office space like this? Yes. But that's not organic growth, right? So I wish that I would have shown the organic growth of progressing from the living room and garage to an office space. Yeah. Then from the office space to a warehouse space. Then from the warehouse space to another warehouse. Yeah. And then another office setting. And then when you get to reflect back, I can tell you year 1, 2, 3, 4, because I've gradually grown those 4 years. And I wish that I had the perspective to show it. I got it in certain aspects, but I don't have it the whole story. Yeah. See, and that's what I want to keep people engaged with. Watch my growth. But it's a double catch now. Like it's a catch-22. See, when you get too big and you can't respond, then people think that you became something you're not. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? Yeah. People don't understand growth sometimes is I can't respond to you. I can't really be the same person I was a long time ago because I'm naturally growing now into a different position where other people depend on me. Yeah. See what I'm saying? It makes sense. So you have to be careful of what you display. Right. Because people really want you to still cater to that audience when really now you have a whole different broad of audience as well that you have to cater to. Mm-hmm. So for me, I'm like, all right, if I can show the natural law of growth, if you're doing good business based on profitability and the reinvestment, now I want to show them how it came about through the structure, because the structure is proven to be right. Yeah. See, and this is what people should be checking with those Instagrammers and those Facebookers and the tweeters is, show me validation, asshole, because you're showing me a wad of money. That might just be fake money, or that might be somebody else's money. Show me the validation. Show me where you started. Show me where you're at. Right. See, and people are defining things, someone's success through materialism, because that's what's being displayed. Yeah. See, I use that to my favor too now, because like with liquid gold, like with the energy drink, liquid gold, I have to display those things in order to get your attention. Absolutely. If I say, let me fuel your success, and I got a fucking Hyundai, guess what? You're gonna be like, what success is that? Unfortunately, you don't realize I got 8 digits in the bank account. But you didn't factor that in.
It's not an outward projection.
See, that's what I'm getting at. Because they don't think that, the image is you have to have a nice car and jewelry in order to be successful.
I think that there's a fine medium there too, though, because I fully believe that the Rolls, the Austin, all of that stuff is definitely has its place there. But if I'm not mistaken, it was just this last weekend that you were promoting Liquid Gold and talking about you being here on a Saturday because it was filmed on a Saturday, right? And nobody else was in the office, and that was your time to work, and you were going through fuel your success, fuel your success, so like I said, there's a fine medium there, like you get to glorify, to captivate, but at the same time, you're still showing the real side of things, and like what it actually takes fuel your success.
But everybody is fast forwarded to the instant gratification.
Yes.
See, that's why I didn't want to portray a false brand. I want to show you the struggles. I want to show you when I'm irritated. I want to show you when I don't have a plan, which I always do, but when it doesn't come through.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
I want to show you the process in building a business. I want them to grow with me, to have a loyal following. I want them to believe in the product because I won't sell shit unless I believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a problem with people showing the end result without showing the process. So for me, I don't want to false flag anything. I actually want to show the whole roller coaster ride. See, and here's the other issue is like people, I know the younger generation, they get so caught up with what another person has.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? And for me, because I'm in my own lane, I don't give a fuck what you have.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Yep.
I'm so focused on the process turning into reward later that I'm caught up in the now. I'm willing to sacrifice. They don't show this, but that's why I'm showing it. What are you doing? Why are you in the club? Why are you in the club? Why are you shopping? Why are you wearing Gucci? Why are you doing all these things that don't make sense, that takes away from you reinvesting back into the process so you can reap the reward later? Mm-hmm. But you want it now. You want it now because you want to show this girl or show your boys that you're really doing something. But you're not showing everything that it really takes to sacrifice to get to that point.
I think all of that falls right into play of showing a false persona. Like there's something gratifying about showing a false persona.
Yeah.
I need this Gucci bag because the moment that I get it, I'm gonna stick it on the table, take a picture of it, and put it on the gram.
Right.
I'm gonna take a picture of it and post it to all my friends on my feed, you know. And then the next time that I get a little something else, be it tomorrow or be it next month, you may not see a picture in between there.
Right, but you have to look at the man in the mirror. See, that's what I
That's
look
what
at.
we're lacking.
But that's what I look at. This is what this is all about.
Right.
Like, I gotta look at the man in the mirror. If I show you a Gucci bag and I live in an apartment, that don't make sense.
But I'm not seeing a picture of your apartment.
Right, but you're not seeing me a picture of my apartment. Or excuse me, if I got Gucci and Louis and I got all these outfits and the belts, Michael Kors belts and the Fendi's and all this kind of stuff and the $200 sneakers, and then I'm talking about why can't I get ahead?
Right.
I'm like, that was a small investment you could have made.
Yeah.
But if I'm on the gram showing you a nice car but I live in an apartment, my priorities are messed up.
Absolutely.
See, then that means I'm misrepresenting and I'm leading this generation down the wrong path.
So I think we're almost at a pivotal moment, and I may be wrong, but I think we're almost at a moment to where, like, this generation can be swayed either way. It's just a matter of which way do you want to go.
See, but this is where I call on all the older generation like me, where I'm an 80s baby, where I ask them, and this is what I really ask of them, is whoever is successful, okay, mentor.